Alright, hello everybody. My name is Astrid Andromeda, gamer girl from beyond the Milky Way, and today I am a little bit out of breath because I had to run and get something before stream started. Otter, congrats on first. It's good to see you. Ferret, good to see you as well. I hope you're both doing
Hello
well.
there.
Hello there. Alright, so let's see. Announcements. Do we have any announcements? Announcements per se, not really. Just, I know that I don't need to apologize, but I'm sorry that streams have been inconsistent, but it's good to see you all. Let's see. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot in the announcements department. Nothing really that I want to, announce yet. There's definitely stuff in the works. Collabs and special events and all that, but, for right now, the only real announcement is what we're playing today. So we're playing a game called Gone Home. It is by the Fulbright Company. They also did Where the Water Tastes Like Wine and Tacoma. So I'm super excited about this because this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's a shorter game, probably only going to be like 2-3 hours. So we're going to finish it in this stream. You just walk around and find little, scraps, pieces of paper, all that stuff, and you piece the story together. Really cute, and I'm excited to share it all with you. There's a reason we're playing it during Pride Month. Happy Pride, by the way. So without further ado, let me mute our music and come over to the live screen and unmute the game, which is going to be uber quiet right now. And we are going to get started. Heyo, happy Pride, indeed. And we're just gonna hit new game. And yeah, again, it's a short game. We're gonna finish it in just the one stream. And I'm excited to share this with y'all. Starting a new game will override existing. Yeah, okay. Fantastic. Just gonna crack open my Dr. Pepper.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Really, seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Right, so we are playing as Kaitlin Greenbrian, who has been studying abroad for a year, coming back home and trying to figure out why her family is not home. We return home at 1:15 in the morning on June 7th, 1995, to the family home. It's not a horror game. It may seem like it with some of the lighting, but it is not a horror game. Kaitlin Greenbrian, Portland, Flight 270. Yep. Okay, I am playing with a controller just to make it a little bit easier, and, yeah. Right. Hold left trigger to look closer. Let me turn off that text overlay. I think you've heard of this game. It's a good game. I really enjoy it. Okay. Katie, I'm sorry I couldn't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want Mom and Dad scribbled out anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Ash, welcome out. Good to see you. Okay, door is locked. And house key, because it's the 90s and there is no home security. Right. Left button to check the contents of your backpack. There's Katie's license, her boarding pass, and the house key. Alright. Some lights on, yeah. Directions to work from new house. So it's somebody's directions from their house here to where they work. It hits you in the field. Oh, it definitely hits you in the feels, Ferret. Oh, it's so good. I know it's like super quiet with just kind of some ambient music and some rain, but can y'all hear it okay? I hope y'all can hear it okay. See, nothing really in here. Was there anything else in this drawer? The Goodfellow High School mascot. Ambiance is quiet, but the sounds are good. That's good. Let's see what we got here. Janice Greenbrian, senior conservationist for the Tacoma County Forestry Service. Or a board game. Can I? Okay. Over the Alps, a novel traveling game. Whoa. Okay. Put it back. Okay. A folder. Read invoice. Wellspring Movers Incorporated for Terrence Greenbrian from Forest Grove, Oregon to Boone County, Oregon. And it's got a description of the boxes, subtotal, all that good stuff.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
So throughout the game, we're going to find those little, like, audio journals from Sam, our little sister, to Katie for, you know, for Katie when she gets back. Author Magazine. Toilet paper. Let's go over here. Turn on this lamp first, because it's dark as shit. We've got trophies. Track and field finals, April of 1990. First place, Jamie Bloom, Carla Jones, Shauna Rossi, and Kaitlin Greenbrian. It really does give horror vibes. It really does, Ferret. I was very worried the first time I played this, worrying that it was gonna, you know, it was gonna jump scare me. Regional track and field, long jump, Kaitlin Greenbrian first place. Very nice. A cute candy skull. A Bible. So we just got the Boone County telephone directory. What do we have in here? A letter. Maiden, thank you so much for resubscribing. You've been subscribed for 4 months. Oh my galaxies. Welcome out, Maiden. I hope you're doing well. We are playing Gone Home, which is a short story-based game, and it's gonna hit us in the feels. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business, you know, maybe I should turn on the, overlay text. Whoops. Read letter. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like you have quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year when we were miserable and fantasizing about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them, seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi. Carol. So that was from the mom, Janice's college friend, Carol. I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah. Okay. That door is locked. You've been looking forward to it since it was announced. I'm glad. And welcome out, Seafoam the Starwall, my cosmic companion. Thank you for redeeming that maiden. Let's turn on this lamp. What do we got in here? Worldwide timetable, effective June 1st, 1994. Carol sounds like the kind of woman who would have the voice you give the mother in King of the Castle. True. Oh yeah, so it's just showing, like, because Katie was in Europe, so they got this, like, timetable. That's really cute. That's really cute. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. Wow. Wow, Sam. Alright, play messages.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam.
Weird.
Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home
And that's
from
the
Europe.
message from the
I get
beginning of
back
the
on
game.
June 6th, but it's a real...
Damn, I forgot how much it hits you in the fucking feels. Nothing in there. Oh, we've got a family portrait. Sam, Katie, Mom, and Dad, Jan, and Terry. They look like a nice family, you know? Oh, the girls take after their mom, though, don't they? Wow. Wow, they take after their mom. Okay. Alright. Press Y to check your location in the house. Okay. Good to know. Lunar with a hydrate. Thank you very much, Lunar. Welcome out, welcome out. Maiden, can we get a shout out for Lunar, please? Y'all, Lunar has been absolutely amazing with some behind the scenes stuff lately and some in front of the scenes stuff because they're so nice and kind. So definitely give them a follow if you aren't already. All right, let's see. Holy thunder, Jesus. Okay. Let's see. This is a like itinerary for a new student at the school because, you know, they just moved here. Welcome, student. We hope you're excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School. Be sure to bring the following with you. Blah, 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 blah. Remember to get plenty of sleep the night before. Be ready for the first bell at 8 a.m. See you. And again, welcome, Beth Valance, Principal. How are you doing today, Lunar? I hope you're doing well. We are playing Gone Home. It is a short story-based game. Oh.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
Oof. Also, yeah, good catch, Fair. The only thing not checked off is a positive attitude. Yeah, Sam was not excited about school. Also, how do I zoom in? There's a Heavens to Betsy button, which I believe is a band. What do we got over here? Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you something back from the Shakespeare Book Company since you're my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Who is excited about school? Some people are. I enjoyed certain parts of school. And then Katie writes weird because it's the new address instead of the old one. Aww. Okay. Enjoying school, true. Okay, read obituary. Oscar Masson, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Masson was born on September 8th, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrian, so Katie and Sam's dad, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County to whom he provided wellness and comfort. Aww. Welcome out, Adam. It's good to see you. And Adam does redeem the Ara Ikodane, which is weird after reading a fictional obituary, but pop off, I guess. Let's see. We've got this pack of cards called Akechi playing cards. And we've got... Also, if you hear a voice in the background, it is like a radio in the other room. Do not worry. It is not a horror game, I promise. Okay, and this, can we get better lighting on this, please? This is someone with the last name DeSoto. No notes or anything written on it. Interesting. I promise you it is not a horror game. I would never like put that on somebody without warning them. If that's interactable. Some sort of military uniform, yeah. Like military ROTC, something or other. And Adam redeems sultry voice. I'm gonna skip that just because of the tone of the game. I really need to like disable that on certain streams, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna skip the sultry voice. I'll kick the points back to you later. Alright. Some kind of study. Interesting. Let's see what we've got here. Electrical inspection form from Terrence Greenbrian. The wiring in the house is technically up to all safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into structure over the last 100 years. What kind of game is this? It is like an explorative story game. So we just walk around and find little pieces of the story and piece it together. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuits wired directly behind the surface. Probably reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrian, since there are no current safety concerns, these issues will not be addressed. Earl Price Jr., Black Hat Electrical, just a few days before this takes place. Another telephone directory. Remember when you actually needed that to call anyone? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, they definitely pepper that prop in a lot throughout the game. Let's see. Pioneer, CLD, DISA, some compact laserdisc player. MSRP price $1,000. They say the jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know the Pioneer seems to share this particular... And it cuts off. So it's an electronics, it's like an electronics review. And you see Terrence has some of his own, like, custom letterheads. And there's nothing in this 3-ring binder. Let's turn this lamp on. What do we got here? John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he was laying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. He stared for a moment, processing his stick-flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase matter transference operator. Then he passed out. Ayo, happy pride. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages had passed before, but now man. They needed him now more than ever. Oh, there's some typos in this. I think intentionally. Because it's like in the... Yeah. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions form from the council had been clear. What to procure and what to construct from it. How to assemble it so he made the machine. How to transport him bodily across time. And now he stood there on the bridge of the starship Archimedes, command of the vessel, because only he, who had saved the president's life twice before, could helm the naive crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. So, something was happening there that was causing some typos. And it looks like he's got some sticky notes back to basics, sent back in time to Dallas 1963. What if JFK wasn't JFK? Early spaceflight utopia. So we're going to find out very, very shortly that Terrence, the dad, he was an author of some books about this guy, like, who went back in time and prevented horrible stuff, like the JFK assassination. So, here's one of his books, I think. The Killing of JFK, A Theory. You see the movie Discover the Truth by Benjamin Almond. Stumble and welcome out. It's good to see you. Can I... There we go. Close enough. That is a combination file cabinet. Bunch of files in there. And a bunch of files in there. Cool. Color me not shocked that Terry's the one that wrote that stuff. Yeah. Okay. Bunch of bookshelves. Turn on this lamp. Man, it is pouring rain out. Wow. Okay, what do we got? Fresh magazine. 90210. Does anyone still care? The male gaze, how to subvert it. Not gathering moss. I was a teenage drag queen. Interesting. Soft face tissues. The generous bosom was a dead giveaway of a male author. Yeah, just a little bit. Let's see, grab lid. Oh, it said Dad's second book, Terrence Greenbrian, The Accidental Pariah. A message from our future saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt, and the lines of communication are down. Quote, a James Bond for today's audience, from Casey DeWitt, Amok Now. Quote, compelling, a thriller worth its salt, David Pittman, Vaster. Okay? They breasted boobly down the stairs. Indeed, indeed. Oh. Well, That's a, you know, men's magazine that I'm gonna hope doesn't get me banned off Twitch for looking at. Cool. Cute little plant. Open folder. Oh, okay, so there's the combination 0451. Censored men magazine. Okay, 0451, combination for the thing. Okay, what's this? Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everyone will be happy. Brent Kurtwood, Reviews Editor, Home Theater Aficionado, Magazine. Contents, welcome out. Welcome out. It's good to see you. Playing Gone Home. It's a little story-based game. We return home after a year studying abroad and are trying to figure out where our family went. What's this? A Stranger Under My Roof. Understanding Teens. So an advice book for parents, basically. I like this wallpaper, honestly, and like the paneling. Like, I would use this in The Sims, you know? Brent knows his shit and is not happy with Terrence. Yeah, Terrence has got his own demons he's fighting. Understandable choice of wallpaper. Very true. Very true. What do we got? It was 0451. What do we got here? Read document. Kubelik and Wise, attorneys at law, 21 Front Street, Boone County, Oregon. Dear Mr. Masson, please find enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Sincerely, Jeff Wise, Kubelik and Wise, attorneys at law. Will and testament of Oscar Masson. So this is Terrence's uncle. I, Oscar Masson, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this my last will and testament. Following shall hold true upon my passing. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County. I am unmarried and have no children. Declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name to any creditors, living or dead. I hereby bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding areas locating 1 Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property and money accounts, to Terrence L. Greenbrian Jr. of Ellis County. In the event that said Terrence L. Greenbrian Jr. should predecease me, then and in such event, the bequest to him shall follow, and the same is bequeathed to his children as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. Okay. And then that's his written one. So he's got like the handwritten one and then like the typed one. Okay. So Terrence had Oscar's will in the locked cabinet. Oh, is that an alcohol bottle? That looks like an alcohol bottle. Irish whiskey. Uh-oh. All right, moving on. Severe weather warning. Yeah, I guess the fuck so. Let's see, unplugged audio visual cables. Sam thought this might help. Making friends even when you're shy. Philip Ackerman. Feeling lonely? It's a piece of cake to make friends. Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. This book will teach you to make friends even when you're shy. Could this be more 90s in like font, color scheme, design, clothing? Could this be more 90s? Oh.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. And she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Heyo, happy Pride? Oh man, blank VHS tapes, damn. The Dark Crystal, wow. The Dark Crystal on VHS, wow. X-Files Season 1. Amore Pizza. Wait. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Damn, no pizza left. Bratmobile pin, nice. A blanket fort, ooh-woo. Hauntings and Poltergeists by Leonard O'Rourke. Find out the truth behind stories that were familiar even to our pagan ancestors. Discover how to tell hoax from a genuine haunting, how to categorize and understand strange phenomena you may encounter. Learn about the unhappy spirits that share the earth with us and what they can teach us about our connection with the natural world. My legs need the Bratmobile because I can't afford any other way of transport. Damn, Otter. Oh, yo, you gotta love Dr. Jitters. From Almond Mart? Fuck yeah. This is like so cozy though, like the hello. The blanket fort, the TV, the rainstorm. My goodness. Intense fucking thunder. There we go. What's this? The Heaven at the Edge of the World, Samantha Greenbrian, Grade 2. Story, The Turtle People. That's a pillow fort, Astrid. I'm sorry, you're right. I'm sorry. Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself got out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why'd you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. That's really cute. Oh, nothing in the boxes. See, what do we got? The Time Machine and Clue. Fantastic Voyage, Top Gun. Is that Ghostbusters and Labyrinth? Hell yeah. The Andromeda Strain. The Andromeda Strain. Ayo. Ayo. Airplane and Moonraker. Blade Runner Director's Cut. X-Files, X-Files, X-Files. Clash of the Titans. Astrid cameo, let's go. Alright, what's this? Oh, it's Terrence's first book, The Accidental Savior. November 21st, 1963. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Damn. What's this letter? Okay. This is a letter from one of Terry's friends. From 1978. Wow. Terry, hey man, have you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the magazine to use as examples. If you're interested, send some writing samples to my editor, and tell him your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. Do it. Signed, Mike. Do it. Okay. So Terrence was having trouble selling some of his books, so he turned to electronics reviews. Okay. Grab cassette. This is from Girl Scout. Role model. I am going to skip playing that because that is probably copyrighted music. But like, it's punk music. It's 90s punk music. It's good shit. But I don't want to get muted on the VOD. It's Mom's old work mug. Oh, let's turn this on. Oh yeah, the place. So Mom's a forest ranger. That's pretty cool. TV listing. Oh my god. Family Matters, Unsolved Mysteries, Boy Meets World. The X-Files is circled. Good stuff. Is this just another coaster? Yeah, it's just another coaster. Oh, cool. I like that. I like that Janice has like all the plant-based coasters. That's cute. Anything down here? Anything in here? No. Hi Terry. Enclosed, please find a Pioneer CLD. Yep. With remote and cables, we need a half-page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for edit. Standard stuff like you gave us on the CLD 502, it's a combi player, blah blah blah, looking forward to your take on it, enjoy the unit. Okay. That's the shipping label. Okay. It's a generic matchbook. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, crumpled paper. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and write back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? Yes/no. She circles. No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Ouch. Ouch. Got here a bunch of coupons. Bunch of store coupons. Damn. And a Department of Agriculture pamphlet. Northwest Region Prescribed Burn Procedures and Precautions. That's so fucked up. Yeah. Kids are fucking mean. Okay, what is this? Another study? Alright. Kind of still, okay. Kind of still dark in here. Okay. Oh, this is like a bunch of records. This is where Terrence would, like, review all the stuff, I'm guessing. Wait, close folder. What is this? So this must be one of Sam's folders. Reproductive System Worksheet 6. Name Samantha Greenbrian. Date 9/9/94. Directions. Below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper. Choose one of the 2 stories and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. Story A. The menstrual cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum 2 weeks later, so this is out of order. You know, okay. Let's see. The menstrual cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1939. Essa Glatt stares out the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wilen in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. As this train approaches its destination, her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then there, her dear Boris. Still in his baker's smock, he must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out towards her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and for a time Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind and his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting the sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets out to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to... Okay, gross. Okay, it's the 90s. Forgive them. How to prepare for pregnancy. And then a teacher's note, see me. So, Sam turned the reproductive system thing into a World War II heartbreaking novella. Okay, Sam. Pop off, queen. Oh, hey, a world history book. Anyway, that was a time, huh? Okay, again, not gonna play that because copyrighted music. But, you know, nice stuff, nice stuff. The Dave Brubeck quartet. Love Dave Brubeck. Good shit. What do we have behind the bar? Alcohol and shot glasses. A copy of the second book by Terrence. And a letter. From Donald Phipps, publisher of Mercury Books. To Mr. Terrence Greenbrian, I write to inform you that unfortunately, Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Pariah, which is the second book there. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Savior, we went ahead with the publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series, quote, catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Donald Phipps, publisher, Mercury Books Incorporated. Ouch. So Terrence's books stopped getting published. That is rough. Wow, my controller just glitched the fuck out. So he turned to drinking some alcohol while he reviewed some records and stuff, and some electronics. He's done better than my mom ever has. Same. Is there a, yes. String. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home, so the childhood friend. He's missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit any time. Sincerely, Mary Shoots. Ah.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Sam's savage as fuck. I wish my controller very stopped glitching out. Oof, these full books of Terrence's, or these full boxes of Terrence's books, ouch. Oh, I'm sorry, Ferret. Right, let's see, we came from the living room, so we're continuing down this way. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Sincerely, Sam. More shop coupons, some dice. A marker? Or no, lip balm? Lip stuff, it's called. Above average hydration for your mouth parts. Love that. Okay, what's this? Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that'd be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Write back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6th. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready, L. And then there's a cute little animation of like a Street Fighter, like a Kamehame or whatever it's called. A Shoryuken. I don't know Street Fighter.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl.
Oof.
But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Happy Pride? Heyo. Alright, more crumpled paper. Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad the attic. Ominous. Oh, a locked door. Huh. I don't remember where the key is. Yeah, I don't remember where the key to that is. Well, I guess we will come back to that door. Actually, I think we, like, loop around to that. I'm not sure. Alright, so that's the downstairs. Who wants to go upstairs? Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week, as part of a Forestry Service-run controlled burn of overgrown sections of Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on the speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in the drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrian. Well, that's pretty cool. Alright, can I get some lights? Perfect. Personal calendar. Monday, couples bowling. Wednesday, cooking class take apron. Friday, ballroom dancing. Monday, couples bowling. Oh, it looks like ballroom dancing's crossed out. And then, so is couples bowling. And then cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. Aw. I'm sorry, Ferret. Grab comb. Examine form. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, State Forestry Service. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest, effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrian, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of the transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Signed, Bruce Pendleton, 8/4/94. Interesting. A cassette for Bratmobile's Potty Mouth album that says For Sam. And it's got a track list on the inside. Oh.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
It's so cute. So that's Sam's room. I'm gonna just turn that off because I hate like static lines like that. Like they creep me out. Let's see, what do we got? Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. What? Oh, I forgot about that. No, it's like meta because like you leave the lights on as you go through. Read sternly worded letter. To whom it may concern. I, Samantha Greenbrian, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. Bullshit. The fact that you still forbid me from going out into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only 3 years older, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. Damn. Pop off, queen. Oh god, I hate these, like, magic image things. They never work for me. Mood insane, but also damn, yeah. Are you colorblind? No, they just never work for me. Let's see what we got. Super Spitfire. Okay. And Journey of Crystal. Yo, these cartridge arts are actually pretty cool. What do we got down here? We've got some Chun-Li moves. Nice. Adventurous the Cat returns. Again, unplugged audio visual. Generally, that's why magic images like that don't work for people? Huh. Weird. Is it? I always thought it was because, like, I don't know if I've seen ones in person, but I think all the ones I've seen are, like, on screens, and I thought that was why it didn't work. Thank you, controller, for glitching out. Clothes, 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 and a cassette. Bratmobile. Cool schmool. Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. It's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are doing is actually sending each other pages on their beeper. But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Your drawing of cats was so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing, though. I like it. How did you know they were about to get abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Fish right now. I feel like he'd probably have a lot of cats. Also, like, his secret shame is that he watches 90210 religiously. I'm going to ask him about the cats after class. He said he has 2 cats, and he's never watched 90210, but I could see in his eyes he was lying. Just the subtle, cute world building is amazing. Okay, so she, like, cut out celebrity pictures and made them have a conversation. And combination I don't have. I do the big eep now. My head is being all filled cotton. That's okay, Otter. I hope you have a lovely night. Definitely check out the VOD afterwards if you want. It's a really cute story-based game. And we'll catch you later. May the stars guide you towards a sleepy, restful sleep. What do we got here? Name Samantha Greenbrian, year 11, teacher Fletcher, period 5, subject shop 1, assignment metalworking engraving. Grade C-. Notes. Not a challenging assignment. Metal plaque for family portrait, a reasonable subject but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Except, so Sam is the one that made the engraving under the family portrait in the lobby, in the foyer. Acceptable leveling on edges. Show more pride in work. Nice. What we got over here? The Brother 150. Of course, it's a Phaedrus. Newford. Okay, so it's a brochure for a motorcycle. Cool. We've got a pirate flag. Nice. Oh, it's Seggy. Oh, Katie, like, didn't remember the name of the stuffy. That's cute. Let's see. Examine magazine. Oh, yeah. Open drawer. Okay. So some music magazines. Malay Pacific Institute of Art exhibition. Okay. Goodfellow High School Disciplinary Referral Form. Student's name, Yolanda DeSoto, grade 12, date 10/2094. Mr. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front, parentheses, a large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon, end parenthesis. Miss DeSoto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Miss DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss DeSoto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. Signed, Marcia Kandelowski, student Lonnie D, parent, blank. Oof. Felt. The Misfits, nice. Some books. A brochure. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you and Miss Blaylock. Summer Pre-College Program for Young Scholars 1995 session. Reed College, one of the nation's most lauded private liberal arts and science universities, is proud to announce its 14th annual summer program for young scholars. This program invites students of grade 10 and 11 to attend lectures, workshops, and discussions covering a wide variety of intellectual pursuits, blah, 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 blah. It's college brochure. Dunk dunk. I like the 90s fucking graphics on the basketball hoop. Okay. Concert poster, nice. Man, Sam had this in like the 4th grade. Aww. Oh, is it supposed to be like a Lisa Frank? That's cute. A Bible. Gross. A collar. Mitten. Aww. Their old pet. Aww. 1888 Dry Creek Road. Is that... That's not going to be the locker combination, I don't think. Board game, got your number. Are you going to the dance with anyone? Who's got a crush on you? 3 to 5 players, 9+. Nice. Oh, a chapter. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moss that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer, the king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked onto the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently. God, Sam is a good writer. Okay. Plaque? Samantha. S is for special, A is for adorable, M is for merry, A is for affectionate, N is for nice, T is for thoughtful, H is for honest, A is for admirable. That's adorable. Okay, so, like, I'm trying to think what the combination for the locker is going to be. It might be 5794? Like May 7th, 1994? 5, 7... Let's put the thick-ass doors, you know. 5794? Okay, is it 1888 like the old address? Okay. I will figure out the combination at a later date. Or it might be this, 1017. Interesting, okay. But yeah, that is a thick door, you're right. Should also try 7-5 in case it's like the non-American date combination. 7-5-94. Go home, you're drunk. I'm not drunk, Armia. What are you talking about? Welcome out, Armia. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well, hun. We're playing Gone Home. Oh, is that the... Oh, because Gone Home, Go Home. Okay, right. Very clever, Armia. It's good to see you. How are you doing today? That's the... Yeah, I guess we'll just continue on. We'll find the combination at a later time, I think. I think it's in a different room altogether or something. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so it's either good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I gonna barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. I think Todd's going to come so he can see it again if that's okay. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. All right, see you then. And then Lonnie made a cute little cheeseburger barfing. Maybe I should try 0715? 0715. Let's see, that would be 1915 if we're going 24-hour clock. Is there any... There's no clues on her collage thing. I think we get the combination somewhere else. Also, wait, can we turn on some lights, please? What is down this way? This is literally just a bathroom. Wild color, red right hand.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Oh, Sam. You poor dumb little gay. Let's continue on into, I believe this is Terrence and Janice's bedroom. Yeah. The oblivious courting of hopeless sapphics. True. Janice's purse. An Earth, Wind, and Fire and Willie Nelson concert. That sounds amazing, actually. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I'm in the Channel. This is my second passage through the Channel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the Channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometimes, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. Aww. Whoop. Let's see. Bible, whatever. Business card. The Unknown Dimension Literature. 6464 Michigan Ave, Newark, New Jersey. Kaz Publisher. Communication must become total and conscious before we can stop it. Interesting. So it's a book, it's a publishing company. Interesting. I say interesting as if I haven't played this game like 10 times. Let's go through our parents' drawers, parents' drawers, parents' drawers. Oh. Gross. What do we got? Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Fugitive, All the President's Men, Inside Edition, etc., etc. The clothes are just PNGs. I mean, yeah. Bridge on the River Kwai, Silence of the Lambs. Aw, Mitten. Oh, Katie drew this when she was 5. It's adorable. Turn the lamp on. Aww. Look at the happy family. Look at little baby Sam. That's adorable. Make up family photo. I was kind of hoping there was going to be like a date on the back. That would be the combo for the locker. No. Anything in there? No. Rearing binder. Grab book. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass. Walt Whitman's collection, that picture was taken in the 80s. True. Collection of poems were first released in this form in 1892, but not before he was banned on grounds of obscenity. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. What is this? Timberline Booksellers. Historical Wistaria Town Center. Take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands. Signed, Rick? Who the fuck is Rick? Is there anything under this side? Just more clothes. Another bathroom. And another bathroom. After the Honeymoon, Rediscovering Your Spouse Personally, Spiritually, and Sexually by Reverend Alex Michaels. Gross. Was the mom stepping out on the dad? I don't know. I don't know. Did I already check all of these? I feel like I checked all of these drawers. Except you do, and your tone says yes. We'll figure it out together. We'll figure it out together. Watercolor technique for florals and still lifes. Are you a watercolorist looking to improve your skills? So was Bradford Gregory once. Since he began painting with watercolors at the age of 40, he has gone on to win countless awards in national and international exhibitions. Now, with watercolor technique for florals and still lifes, he shares his years of watercolor experience with you. This book doesn't contain lists of rules, but principles and concepts that will lead you down the path to fulfilling your personal potential as an artist. Interesting. Escape from Ghost Mansion. Let's get this in better lighting. Okay, cool. Let's see. I think we've done all we can in here. So let's continue on again. Ominous. Read note. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Sam. That's very ominous, Sam. Why would you word it that way, Sam? Hey, Sam, you were asking about what my junior ROTC ribbons meant. Here's a handy guide. Orienteering Rifle Team Adventure Training. So if you didn't think I was cool before, now you do. Lonnie. Cute. Composition Notebook. Ghost Hunter Journal. Sighting Journal. August 31st, 1944, 1:19 a.m. Tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. September 3rd, 1994, 12:44 a.m. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello. Did not investigate. Was probably the furnace. September 9th, 1944, 4:11 p.m. Poured milk from carton in fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Parentheses, milk was just bought yesterday. Moo. Ghost milk. October 9th, 1944, 11:24 p.m. Lonnie says she felt a presence in the TV room. I suddenly began to feel cold. We built a protective pillow for it. Aww. October 22nd, 1994, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Lonnie and I employ a Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar definitely here. October 28th, 1994, 10 p.m. to October 29th, 4 a.m. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, reporting any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in attic, probably due to leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite best efforts, both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. is just all of Katie's stuff. And a bunch of paintings. So what does this say? Sam's darkroom. Do not enter if red lights are on. The attic is currently locked. Okay. Let's see. Well, it looks like somebody was employing those watercolor books we found. Interesting. What do we have here? Performance evaluation. Name, Richard Pattermack. Oh, could this be Rick? Could this be Rick? Supervisor, Janice Greenbrian. Evaluation period, 9/2/94 to 11/1/94. All 5s. Ranger Pattermack has been indispensable during the course of his prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's she calls him Rick. Rick's contributions to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Oh. Halloween show, The Misfits, they're awesome. Don't forget your costumes. Sticky Lounge, 10/29, 9 p.m. 306 West Franklin downtown. See you there. Nice. Oh.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real
Sam.
and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between 2 songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me.
Aww.
I think she could tell.
Aww. Okay, controller, please. Honestly, really nice still life. Okay, a cassette. Oh. Heavens to Betsy, nothing can stop me. Again, not going to play it because copyrighted sound. What's in here? Open sewing table. Oh, cool. Wildfire. He saved her from the raging flames, and then things really heated up. Oof. A romance novel. Healthy choices. Skill for a healthful life. A cassette tape. Heavens to Betsy. 1, nothing can stop me. 2, decide. 3. 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. 1, 5, 4, 7? Could that be the combination? Because the 2, the 3 don't look here. Don't look here, why? I don't... Is there a way to, like, freeze it? There's definitely something else there. I just don't know how to. Okay. Because the combination for the locker is 4 numbers, so it can't be the red ones because that's 2, 3, 6, 8, 9. It could be 1, 5, 4, 7. No, I can't rotate it on any other axis. It sucks. Examine map. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner and found a secret passage, and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh my god, we have to see this. We're skipping 6th period. So, there's a secret passage between Mom and Dad's closet and the library. Secret passage marked on map. Captain Allegra and the first mate, your costume, my costume, L. Aww. And we're gonna dress up as Captain Allegra and the first mate. That's so fucking cute. Aww. Alright, let's go check out that secret passage. Now, I will warn that in a second when we investigate something, a light bulb is going to pop. That is the closest to any sort of quote-unquote jump scare that we get. Examine map. Ghost Hunter's house investigation log. Hidden compartments found 3. Library, upstairs hall, and foyer. Evidence of the supernatural discovered 0. So there's secret panels in the library, in the foyer, and outside Sam's room. Okay? Hidden compartments marked on map. Okay? Let's open the panel. Okay, so the library, we were here before, that's cool. And then there's also a cross. Creepy. Alright. Let's go check out those hidden panels. It says there's one in the library? In, like, the corner? A show flyer for the Misfits. Nice. Special guests Maidenhead. Nice.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous.
Oh God.
After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Sam! She's so gay. Alright, what do we got? We got... Oh! Half of a thing? And story. Heaven at the Edge of the World. Private, do not read. Green Glacier Part 2. Samantha Greenbrian, 9th grade. 12/1/92. Allegra and... let me grab a drink of water real quick. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest's branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. We have to hurry, her party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water and then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then from the vat, something began to emerge. A head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all, in fact. What looked back at her were the eyes, face, hair, and hands and body of a woman, still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Ah! I love the Captain Allegra subplot so much. Alright, let's go back upstairs. What the fuck? I didn't, okay, cool. I accidentally pulled up the keyboard. Alright, continuing on. There's one more panel outside Sam's room. No. Read note. Hello, who are you? Oscar, what do you want? To come back. That's horrifying. Okay, so we've got 0, 50, and 1. Or the combination of Sam's locker. Let's see. 0, 50, and 1. Examine photo. Oh, look, it's a picture of Lonnie. Aww.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no, there was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
I'm crying like an idiot. I love this game so much. Aww. Oh. Basement key added. We've got Lonnie's cigarettes. And literally Sam got one of her dad's magazines because she's a fucking sapphic. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. We've got the basement key. Let's go check it out. I'm here for the sapphic pear. Just you wait, ferret. Just you wait, hun. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright. So we're headed to the basement. I think yeah, we got all the compartments. Yeah, okay. You're not allowed to do it. I'm not doing anything. Alright, so we unlocked the basement. Pog. Love a good basement. Dark as shit. I will blame you anyway. Trust the process, Ferret. Trust the process. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me over to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. Quite. The little drawing is so cute. Chips. Aw, S plus L with a heart.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
They're so fucking cute. Right, let's get this other light on. First place in a science fair for Kaitlin. Oh, this is Katie's version of the menstrual cycle. And she just did it like without turning it into a novella like Sam did. K is for kind, amazing, intelligent, talented, lighthearted, important, and nice. Also, let me just do something real quick. Let me... Yeah, I'll have to fix that a little bit. It's like, it seems super dark on the playback. It'll be fine. So, basement. Basement, 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 basement. Let's turn on some lights. Dear Samantha Greenbrian, we would like to congratulate you on your acceptance to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars 1995 session. Based on your portfolio and academic record, we are also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached documentation contains specifics regarding your schedule, optional secondary track sessions, and your dormitory assignment. We very much look forward to your participation in the summer program, and again, congratulations.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Emotional damage. One of Granddad's books. A Complete Understanding, Richard Greenbrian, PhD. So Terrence's dad wrote like had a PhD and shit and wrote like fucking dissertations. Richard Greenbrian, and the face is torn out of the photo. Or out of the portrait. One of Dad's books with something stuck to it. From the desk of Richard... Welcome back, Ash. From the desk of Richard Greenbrian, PhD. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognized my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear, and that which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shown was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible diamond store science fictional de ex machina. I congratulate you on surveying the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that your readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbrian. So that was why Terrence had, like, that harsh note to himself upstairs, was his dad was a dick. What do we got here? Open folder. Mom's citizenship stuff. On July 20th, 1972, the court, having found that Janice Elizabeth Connolly Greenbrian, then residing at 1010 Fifth Avenue, Seattle, Washington, intends to reside permanently in the United States and has complied with the applicable provisions of such naturalization. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. So that's pretty cool. She's from Canada. Eh? "14-karat gold heart pendant in 2 halves, customizable with up to 10 letters, names, dates, initials, anything you can dream up, gift boxed and imported." This is a letter from Yolanda de Soto to Samantha Greenbrian. "Dear Sam, I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think, probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them out there together, out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. Thank you, Thunder. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay, but I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we started driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time together in the dark room. Tu amore, Lonnie." X-ray specs, another band button. Let's see, what's this down here? "It's like a drug. The first time was in my room in the middle of the night. I woke up and Lonnie was kissing me. The clock said 3:13. Her face was spectral in its dim red light. Then I... Oh. Yep. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Katie, for saving us from that." Huh. Some bells for the different rooms. Interesting. Another Girl Scout cassette. "Sunwald Fine Jewelry, named Samantha Greenbrian, 2 half-heart pendant, custom engraving L+S. Ash paid." Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout. Set list. Okay.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
They were punk and in love. Okay, I do not have a combination for that safe. We have a floor plan. So we've got Terry's heights, age 6 through 12. Oh. But yeah, Ferret, trust in the system. It's gonna be okay. And I think we go through here next. Yeah, this feels right. Are you sure? I trust in the system. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March, and I don't know if anyone running the school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit, here you come. So, that's really cute.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl. But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Yeah, Ferret, I wouldn't hype up a game if it was like a super sad ending. Trust the process. Right, what is this? Hassan's pharmacy, like a ledger. Huh. Okay. Okay. Boone County Register, Friday, December 10th, 1965. Massan's Pharmacy changes hands. The shoppers of Main Street were surprised today at the announcement that Massan's Pharmacy would change ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors swirled that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song. When asked about speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1, Mr. Samuel Olmstein, Oscar Massan's longtime assistant, told the Register, the specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Masson. Mr. Masson has taken sick and was unavailable for comment. My feels they're getting hurt. I promise you, Ferret. I promise. Bratmobile, the review, $4 cover charge. Let's see. Examine scrap. Costumes, skeletons and devils, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number 1. Everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you. And whispering as you walk past, because I guess they haven't heard of peripheral. That's a line of mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on Steve. Oh, so it's Sam like writing stuff out. This is that's cute. Let's go this way first. No, that way goes back up, I think. Yeah, okay. We'll continue this way for a sec. Sonic Youth and Bikini Kill and the Amps playing at Roseland. To Samantha Greenbriar from Principal Sheldon Grossman. Let's see. Dear Miss Greenbriar, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Sincerely, Principal Sheldon Grossman.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is? She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Rural Justice Now reads this label. See, it looks like they were making zines, which is fucking cool. Kicking against the patriarchy, the Great Goodfellow Riot of 95. This one's for you, Grossman. She's tougher than the Wild Mustang. And then it's, oh, it's Captain Allegra and the first mate. That's fucking awesome. Had enough, ready to join the revolution and take a stand against Grossman and the patriarchy. It's fucking awesome. Happens to Betsy Bratmobile girls to the front. He gets the patriarchy. Huh. And then they like copied and cut out the stuff for the zine. Happens to Betsy terrorist cassette. What's this way? Alright, we'll come back to that, I think. Let's double check over this way first. Full handle. Ah, and this comes into the guest room upstairs. Okay. So let's go the other secret passageway. And can we get some lights? Perfect. So this is the door that was locked from the foyer, the right-hand hallway. Offer of promotion. Dear Head Conservationist Greenbriar, due to your exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operation last year and the service's need for experienced personnel to direct regional operations, we would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout northwestern Oregon. Your post would no longer be Flintlock National Forest. Instead, you would work in the Regional Management Office located at 128 Bullhorn Road. Your assistance would be sought in selecting a ranger to fill your former post. Creepy furniture noises. Please respond as soon as possible regarding your decision. We very much look forward to your reply. Signed, Bruce Pendleton. A Spanish book. Let's see. Some music magazines. Hey Lonnie, sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home, she takes it out on you, like, because you're not a member of the family she knows won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. Lonnie says, haha, it's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to deal with a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being totally serious. My mom is a psycho-Christian and her new husband, quote, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? No. Because it's Florida. What does this say? Guardian angels up above, bless this house with lots of love. So here's the foyer. So here's where we were before. Now we're in this little I guess it doesn't really have a name. Sitting room, I guess. Let's see. 102 Kink FM presents Earth, Wind, and Fire Civic Auditorium. Let's see what we got in here. Read note. Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico and it was $3 American. I love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. L. P.S. Treasure it always. Aw. So the skull on the foyer mantle display thing is from Lonnie when she went to Mexico. Aw. It's adorable. And that's the letter from Carol. What's this? Salon Josephine, client's name Jan Greenbrian. Stylist Sherry, date 2/22. Shampoo, set, color, perm, and manicure. Damn. Jan getting hampered. And what else is in here? I don't know if there's going to be anything else in here. Doesn't look like it. Another one of the postcards from Katie. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom will have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics as in pieces of important dead people, so you should come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull. Probably. Love, Katie. Another issue of the zine. Or no, another copy of issue 1 of the zine, rather. Shit, I keep messing up my... There we go. Manual for Forestry Research and Education? Damn it, I keep messing up my buttons. Read note. Hi, Jan. I got 2 tickets for Earth, Wind, and Fire on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Rick. Fuck Rick. Sam and note. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything but going to and from school. We understand what you're going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. Dad. Let's see. Okay, so she got in trouble for promoting the zine.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra.
Oh, this.
Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Oh, felt that. Oh, felt that painfully. The Gets, another banned button. First off, congratulations, Janice Greenbrian, Regional Director. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for, an engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You're sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay, we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita, boss lady. Soon. Signed, Carol. Oof. Big oof. Big oof. Crumpled manuscript. The Accidental Warrior, Terrence Greenbrier. Don't give up on this, honey. Interesting. Door. That's just like plates and stuff. Give me lights, please. Astrid, thanks. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome out. Welcome out. We're nearing the end of Gone Home. It's a cute little story-based game, so definitely feel free to watch the VOD afterwards. Let's see. We're gonna just explore a little bit more because I know what happens in the kitchen. So we're just gonna explore a little bit more. Booted out, a going away show for Lonnie D. Girl Scouts last show ever. All ages $3.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything.
Oh.
That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going.
Are you trusting the process,
After a
Ferret?
long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
I know it's really hard. I know, but we're so close, honey. Another postcard from Katie to the family. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I have had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the Gaudi architecture. It is from a strange alien world. I'm headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. Love, Katie. If there's anything here in the bathroom. Home Cook magazine. Yeah. And another bathroom, laundry room. And a greenhouse. Forgot about the greenhouse. The Accidental Pariah, Terence L. Greenbrian, author, Unknown Dimension Literature Discovery. Another Unknown Dimension Literature Discovery. So his books got picked back up by that other publisher that we saw the thing for, which is pretty cool. And he's writing another one, The Accidental Human. From the pen of Terence L. Greenbrian, Dear Kaz, which is the publishing company. I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you've said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimension to pursue. At the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards, Terence L. Greenbrian. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved a president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future, of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So when that familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. So like the subplot's pretty cool. Like that's cool that his books got picked up again. Sim and map. Where we'll do it, secret door under the stairs. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever. And we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Let's go check the kitchen, shall we? Let's go check the kitchen. Look, they redid the cover art when Terrence got signed to the new publisher. Unknown Dimension. Let's see, what do we got? Sam's schedule. Working at Crown Burger on Bethel Road, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. Saturday, 12 to 6. Amore Pizza. Oh, look, and they drew little eyes and teeth on the heart. That's cute. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, to Mr. Richard Morris Pattermack, Sunday, the 4th of June, 1995, at 4:30 in the afternoon. So Rick and his girlfriend ended up getting married. There's a June calendar. Katie comes home, we'll call with an exact date. June 3rd through 7th, anniversary trip. What else do we got? Let's some other random stuff. Read letter. Congratulations on your new position. Do we know the exact date? Yes. This is taking place at like 1 in the morning on June 7th, 1995. Having received your formal acceptance letter, so Janice did take the new position, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director of the State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks at Flintlock National Forest and very much look forward to welcoming you at your new desk in the State Forestry Office at 8 a.m. on May 1st. Signed, Bruce Pendleton, 4995. Honey snaps, fuel for winners. St. Clair black beans, fuck yeah. Tomato ketchup, taste it. I love generic food in video games, it's so funny. Delicious moist vanilla cake mix, now with pudding, from Almonds Mart. Alright, read story. Samantha and Daniel were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were on an adventure. But they went to the bad part of the wood and it got dark. Daniel said, "Are you scared?" So Samantha said, "No. Are you?" They laughed and went more into the bad part. Then they went to the part that was never there before. And there was a ship, a pirate ship. So the Captain Allegra stuff started with Sam and Daniel. I'll be the captain, you be the first mate.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie. And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
Let's see. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say, I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. You know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not, we aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. And it's unknown publishers accepting Terrence into their publishing company. Let's see. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary June 3rd through the 7th. We will be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. That's Sam's, Crown Burger. What's it called? Name tag. I'm good with words, I swear. Alright, so now it's time to go find that secret passage under the stairs where she and Lonnie saw off Uncle Oscar's spirit. We are very close to the end. And they even have, like, his name tag and stuff. When $40 could buy 4 days worth of pizza. True. True. Possession and exorcism, interacting with the supernatural and releasing unwanted spirits. Honey snaps. The food for winners. And the attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
All right. Attic time. Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong, kick ass. I love you. Lonnie.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Oh, I'm crying. Oh, these sapphics have my whole ass heart. Oh, God.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam.
Oh, fuck, it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so goddamn beautiful. So that's Gone Home. And now y'all might understand why it's one of my favorite games. I know you trusted the process, Ferret. I'm proud of you. Take a sip of my Dr. Pepper real quick. And I really hope that this doesn't get muted on the VOD, but it's okay because it's the end. All right, I'm gonna cut off the music because it's probably copywritten. So Mom and Dad weren't there because they were on their anniversary trip. Yeah, because everything pulled through. Yeah. So, let me head back to just chatting. And Sam wasn't there because of Lonnie. Exactly. So, that is Gone Home. I hope whether you watch live or you watch the VOD afterwards, I hope you enjoyed that. Happy Pride. The Sapphics win. The Sapphics stay winning. That was such a sweet story. I know. I try to replay it like once a year or once every 2 years just because it's so cute and beautiful. For now, though, it is time for us to find somebody to raid. So let me grab my phone real quick and we will see who is live on the Twitchy Twitch. Let's see who is live. And by the way, real quick, I just want to say that the lo-fi that we're listening to is from Lo-Fi Girl Official. Glad I got to be here for the whole thing. Glad to have you, Fair. Glad to have you. For anybody who might be lurking, if you want to stay up to date with streams and stuff, definitely follow me on Twitter and or join the Discord. We'll be back on Thursday with the season 4 of Deep Rock Galactic, which is starting that day. Critical Corruption should be a lot of fun. Very high-paced, fast-paced, intense gameplay. And let's see who's live on Twitch. Worried I'd have to start my stream in the middle of it. No worry, Barrett. No worries. All right, let me see here. Just having to sit through the ads real quick. I want to make sure that this person isn't about to end stream right as I'm reading. And of course I get like a shitload of ads. All right, so we are going to raid Lexi. She is playing some Oddworld Abe's Abe's Exodus right now. Let me do /raid x Lexi Dust X. Alrighty. And definitely make sure to copy the raid text if you wish, or the raid subtext if you are subscribed. And blast that message in the chat when we head over there and raid her. Otherwise, I will see everybody on Thursday for Deep Rock Galactic. Thank you so much for sticking around. Remember to be kind to yourselves and be kind to others. I'm sending all of you lunar love and starlight sweetness, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.